This week on TGC News, Hornady rolls out a ton of new stuff, Federal goes deep, and an update on the AF loader. Silencer Co. is offering the first ever suppressed muzzleloader since the inception of the NFA. The Maxim 50 is a 50 caliber muzzleloader with a permanently attached sound moderator, able to be purchased without going to a gun store and filling out a 4473. You can even get this thing shipped straight to your door in freedom-loving states. To find out more, check out the link in the video description or head over to silencerco.com. Welcome back to another episode of TGC News, the only gun news show that covers things you actually care about. My name is Jon Patton, continuing our Neo Mag giveaways. Our winner from last week is John Barger. Congrats, John. And if you guys out there want to win your own free Neo Mag t-shirt and free Neo Mag magnetic magazine pocket clip, hit that link in the video description. Now, the news. Let's start it off with a ton of new products from one company. Hornady came out swinging with the announcement of 9 new products for 2018. Let's talk about a few of them. First up, the Frontier line of ammo. Essentially, this is a new line of ammo that will be loaded at the famous Lake City ammo plant with Hornady projectiles. Pretty cool to see Hornady getting more into the affordable target ammo side of things, especially if it's being loaded by a respected brand like Lake City. Next, Hornady annoys every 6.5 Creedmoor owner in the country by releasing the 6.5 PRC, or Precision Rifle Cartridge. It was designed from the ground up to be a match round, but is also useful for hunting with the right bullet selection. They've basically taken the 6.5 Creedmoor and turned it up to 11.
If you can see, the numbers all go to 11. Look.
Better velocities and slightly better barrel life, along with slightly more recoil. To understand it best, here's a side-by-side ballistic chart comparison from Hornady. This is the same 147 grain ELD match bullet. On the left of your screen is the 6.5 Creedmoor, and on the right is the 6.5 PRC. It's about 200 feet per second faster across the board. Pretty cool. Next up on the massive list, Critical Defense Rifle Ammunition. This is one that has me pumped. Initially being offered in 223 and 308, they've essentially taken the same bullet technology with that FTX polymer tip that everybody's so familiar with and put it into a different shaped bullet. They're saying that polymer tip will help out of SBRs and at extended ranges with actual expansion. The 223 is going to be offered in a 55 and 73 grain variety, and the 308 will be offered in a 155 version off the bat. Raise your hand if you want to see some ballistics gel testing with TGC's new high-speed camera and these rounds. Yeah. And cruising along the new Subsonic line of ammo featuring the new Sub-X bullet. This bullet is designed to expand at lower velocities than some of their other bullets and was specifically designed for the 300 Blackout cartridge. They have serrations that follow the nose of the bullet to kind of allow the bullet to open up at velocities down to 960 feet per second. It's pretty slow. They also claim that it will meet FBI standards for ballistics with barrier penetration. Also very interesting. Very few subsonic specific bullets in the Blackout have good terminal performance, so this will be a fun one to check out in high speed as well. And the last thing we're going to cover is the new Rapid Vehicle Safe. Hornady has been jumping into the safe market in recent years, and this kind of continues on that trend. The thing that really stands out to me here isn't the way it presents the gun, which is nice, but more so the way it goes into the car. So often you're left with just like a cable lock and shoving it under your seat, or being forced to drill and mount stuff. This uses an air bladder that essentially wedges in between your seat and the center console for a tight fit. It's kind of ingenious, actually. And on the tail end of the new stuff are a couple new products for reloaders, a rotary case tumbler, and a media separator. All in all, this is a massive rollout, and even though Hornady does this pretty much every year, I love this particular year. I want to know which products stand out to you guys most at home. Sound off in the comment section below. And in kicking Nosler in the Naughty Bits news, There is a new kid on the block when it comes to precision in the AR-15 platform. We covered the 22 Nosler in a recent Not a Review, and I was very curious about the ballistic capabilities at extended ranges, like 1,000 yards. Well, now I have to kind of split my interest between that and the brand new 224 Valkyrie developed by Federal. Long story short, this new cartridge based on the 6.8 SPC case will sling a 90 grain bullet out to 1,300 yards and still be supersonic out of an AR-15. That is pretty damn impressive. They're touting it as the first cartridge to ever do that in an AR-15. The biggest thing that stands out to me here is the bullet weight. A 90 grain bullet in the match load will be able to resist the wind a lot better than the heaviest 77 grain 223 loads, especially if it's exiting the barrel at similar or higher velocities. I haven't actually seen any velocity data just yet from Federal, but let's hope their claims hold up. Initial ammo offerings will be the 90 grain Sierra Match King that I just mentioned, a 60 grain Nosler ballistic tip, LOL, and a 100 grain Fusion hunting round, along with a 75 grain Total Metal Jacket American Eagle variant. They've kind of got all the bases covered on the ammo roundup. Another interesting thing is that they're claiming that this has similar ballistics to 6.5 Creedmoor with half the recoil. I mean, 6.5 Creed isn't what I would call a heavy recoiling round, but less recoil is always a good thing. And you also have the added benefit of the rifle being an AR-15 instead of an AR-10, which will most likely mean a lighter gun. It also means that this round can be picked up by any one of the millions of AR-15 owners out there that may not want to deal with the AR-10 platform. I gotta be honest, I'm pretty pumped about the gun industry focusing on new cartridges and new ways to get out to longer ranges. It seems like we have a lot of precision shooting to get done, right? Do you guys think the 224 Valkyrie will take off like the 300 Blackout did, or how the 6.5 Creedmoor currently is taking off? And just a quick update on a story we did a few weeks back about the AF loader. That was the automatic magazine loader and a bunch of interesting accessories from one brand that was crowdfunding. Well, as it turned out, Indiegogo has completely shut them down. They don't get any of their funding, anything like that. At the top of their Indiegogo page, it says, "This campaign has been closed by trust and safety due to a violation of our terms of use. The campaign will no longer be accepting contributions, and the campaign owners will no longer have access to the campaign." Ouch. Talk about making someone's business come to a grinding halt. We all know that this was because it was a firearm-related product and some of the rewards were gun parts. And regardless of how I felt about the products, this is not something I want to see. Hopefully these guys find another way to get this off the ground. The new Bloodline series of AR-15 barrels from Roscoe Manufacturing combines their years of industry experience making barrels for OEM use and brings that straight to you, the consumer. Using high-quality materials and coatings, they make sure that the products they make hold up to hard use. Available now in 5.56 NATO, 300 Blackout, and soon in 9mm, they have the barrel to complete your custom build the right way. To get 10% off your barrel, use the code TGC10 at RoscoeManufacturing.com. And of course, we have some friendly fire questions. First up, Jason Bauer asks a question that comes up fairly often. Is the Safety Harbor 50 BMG AR-15 upper worth the money? Honestly, I'm going to say I doubt it. With the RN50 from Serbu retailing for $1,200, that extra $250 for a single shot or $650 for a mag-fed version just isn't going to add enough value to justify the price, in my opinion. That is, however, without having ever fired a shot in either one of those, the RN50 or the Safety Harbor. Next, Judson Crossland is asking my opinion on a policy he has of 0 strikes for an instructor level course. If you muzzle anyone or yourself, you're asked to leave. Dude, I think that's spot on. If someone is at that level or attempting to be at that level, they need to be proficient enough and, more importantly, safe enough to pass things on properly to the students. If I saw an instructor at a class I was taking do something like that, I might just leave. Remember that instructor that shot the roof of an indoor range with a 44 mag and scared the crap out of himself? Yeah, no tolerance is definitely the right move. My question to you guys this week, what is the longest shot that you've ever taken? Was it like 100 yards, maybe 1,000 yards, or maybe even like a mile or more? Let me know down in the comment section, and if you want your question answered right here on TGC News, you can send it to me via the friendly fire page on theguncollective.com. And that is it for this week's show, guys. If you enjoyed the episode, you know what to do. Hit that like button and share it with your friends. That's a massive help. If you didn't, let me know why down in the comment section below. And if you haven't yet, please get subscribed. You won't want to miss a single week of the show. And as always, thank you all for watching. We'll see you soon. The shirts worn in today's episode of TGC News were provided by Patriot Patch Company. Click the link in the description to learn more.